Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Outer Worlds. We've managed to get the power regulator. The ship has taken flight. We have Parvati and the Vicar with us. And we have a couple of destinations. So, we are currently tasked with heading to the Groundbreaker. We can go back to Phineas's lab, which I'm sure there'll be a good reason to go there. And we can also go to Monarch. Given our quest is currently to head to the Groundbreaker, I mean, we could go to Monarch, but we're likely to die. As it says, abandoned by the board due to monstrous, ravenous creatures. Groundbreaker is where we're going to meet the black market contact. Oh, we can also go to Scylla. Interesting. Maybe later. But right now, I think we stick on the main plan, passage to anywhere. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets as well as some points of interest that you've discovered. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employees are encouraged to remain at home. On our quest, we've got the side quest Weapons of the Void to acquire science weapons on the Groundbreaker, and also Phineas's shrink ray at the lab. And we have a side quest for our SAM unit. In fact, let's have a chat with Ada about Sam.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
So there's a bot in the cupboard.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running.
Maybe we can get
Alex
Parvati to work on it.
progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate.
Okay, we can have a quick look at that. Really not far for us to go. We have had a look at this terminal before, but there might be more specific information on it. Search for Sam. Right, first Sam result. Experimental note 0I695 or 01695. Do not forget you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. Should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envisage a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Removal of factory standard part SUDS Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. And there we go. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But, good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can, filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. Never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop. Back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Okay, so Roseway. Let's have a look and see if we can see on the map where that might be. We also might have some information on our side quest bit. Right. Clean the machine. Yeah, it doesn't really say where Roseway is, so we may have to wait until we find out. Although, if we set this as an active quest... doesn't look to be any of these points of interest. Okay. Well, for now, we'll carry on with our main passage to anywhere quest and head to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Okay, I'm wondering if I should go out with my gun out.
Can we talk?
Hey, Pravati, sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Okay, well, what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
Oh, definitely.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No, I'm good. We don't need to know about your father. Break time's over. Back to it. Okay, it looks like we can only have one person with us at the moment. Oh no, we can have up to 2 companions. Well, let's take both of them then. We might have to give the vicar some armor. Might. But while he's with us, our hacking is going to be a little bit better. So let's just have a look and see. Yeah. Oh, he's got... I will wear that. Let's swap him over for tech skills and science skills. Man, he looks foolish. And for me, I did say it'd be good for us to have something that improved our dialogue, so we'll put that on for the moment. And we could put on... No, we'll keep the lockpick on. We'll keep the lockpick on. I think that's going to be for the best. So this has boosted our persuade, lie, and intimidate up to a decent level, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Tell you what, we'll put on the tech skills armor now and then, like if we need to specifically do some tech related stuff. Interesting that we have a hacking helmet as well. I feel like I really need to do some modding on some of our augment stuff. Vicar, you do not look like a vicar at all. I love it.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Okay.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Hey, Felix.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Well, I noticed you were in the middle of an argument, so I thought
Sure
I'd
was.
stick my nose in.
Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Okay, well, I heard you knocked someone out with the tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it.
Rizzo's
So,
Rangers.
of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
So, all over sports. It's a bit of an overreaction.
You wouldn't be saying that if you'd been there. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Well, do you have any plans? You could always use more people on the team.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yes, yes it is. That's me, Captain of the Unreliable. In fact, no, I'm going to go with previous captain and died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Okay, I'll see you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
I do wonder what we've just set ourselves up for by volunteering information. Okay, let's carry on looking around the dock area. In fact, let's bring up the map and have a look. So it looks like this place is pretty big. There is definitely stuff for us to steal in here.
Okay, gone quiet.
I wonder if I'm far enough away from Felix for him not to see this. Well, he clearly didn't care. And the other person's facing the wrong way. Let's talk to the trooper.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Let's not talk to the trooper then. I suspect we can't really go out of bounds over there. Who are you?
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
That sounds like a smart... Oh, right. So stevedores are one type of worker. We heard the Mardettes mentioned before, so I guess this is some kind of like company mixing and docking place. Nobody saw it, didn't happen. Ooh, Mardette ID cartridge. Oh, that allows us to hide ourselves. You found an ID cartridge used with a holographic shroud. You'll now be automatically disguised when entering associated restricted areas. I wonder if there's going to be any others. Stay behind here so the chap doesn't see us. This is why it's important to loot the room, people. There's always going to be something useful if you look hard enough. Freight crew, nothing over there. Magpix model spaceship. Not really observed here. I tuck myself down properly.
Hey,
No.
stop that!
Then again,
What do you think you're doing?
let's try and talk our way out of this. I was just leaving.
Oh, my mistake.
Nothing going on here. Felix can see us. I wonder if Felix is going to care. For the heavy ammo and the 5 bits, it's probably not worth it. Oh wait, can we pickpocket from people now? We can. Right. I forgot we could do this. Nothing. Just need to make sure that no one's watching. That stevedore is in just the wrong place. Quickly.
Hey, stop that! What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Oh, just be careful next time.
Right, let's do this again quickly before he gets back. Okay, so we're building up a bad reputation on the Groundbreaker. Let's not get caught doing crime all over the place. I'm fine stealing a few bits now and then when no one can see us, but we need to be mindful of what's going on. Definitely can't steal that straight out from underneath him.
Customs and inspection, right this way!
In just a moment, let me just sell the last little bits of junk we've got. Hi.
Identification, please.
Sure. Here you
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
go. Oh no.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as
Of
they see
course.
fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Always.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Well, how do I get it resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
Okay.
His office is located along the starboard
this
wall
is
of the promenade. Sounds
Yeah.
like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
He's gonna know we're not Hawthorne. I take it this happens a lot.
Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
Yeah, mix up of
They must have a real
identities.
big bee in their bonnets then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Yeah, you've already told us his name. Well, I'll go and talk to him and try and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Okay. What?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Well, that's simple enough. But tell me more about the shipment.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Sure thing, Corporal.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, I'm looking for Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay. Well, other than that, tell me about the tension between the board and the Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
Well, you people won't stop yapping about it.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Yeah, that I can understand. Why not just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Okay, I understand. Well, I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, Maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
If it was more
The
profitable.
board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Okay, well, I think that's about all the info that we need. Although, tell me a little bit more about Uden Bedford.
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Soon to be was liaison. Alright, thanks for the info.
Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Oh, maybe we should ask him for a job. I do like side quests.
Hey there.
While I'm here, can I find a job?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit about Halcyon Holdings.
Are you pulling my leg?
Well, I'm new here. No, I want to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential.
Oh, brilliant.
A bunch of companies decided
Colony
to throw in
rights.
together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
Okay. Well, so there's an actual boardroom somewhere with all the company heads in.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Okay, well, how does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope.
Oh, right.
Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life.
So this could have
I
been
guess
what
that was
happened
the
to the
start of our
Hope
independent spirit.
if it
Now,
hadn't
here we
had
are.
its problems. Okay, got
Glad
it.
to help.
I'd like to know about Sublight Salvage, though.
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay, well, I'm looking for something a little bit more local than that.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind
Okay,
you.
we can take that job on.
Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Oh, Pavati. Alright, how about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Okay, so it's really just odd jobs.
All right.
Okay, let's
Be seeing you.
head on in and see who we can find. Although, while we're here,
Quietly now.
you keep the door closed, people. Well, I'm going to take this guy's Sentry Saber and have a look at the terminal. Right, records, arrivals. Cleo Freighter hauling tobacco on, Rizzo Freighter hauling purple berry, freelancer possibly sublight, dues paid, freelancer definitely sublight, dues waived. Unreliable, business unknown, impounded. Hawthorne ship but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Well, I've identified myself as Hawthorne. Departures. Space's Choice Freighter delivered to Callan's new mast. Freelancer. Deadbeat at the rest and go. Insisted once again he's part of the crew, but they acted like they didn't know him. Okay, how about messages? Okay, so from security about the conditions. In fact, yeah. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station and no one thinks you're real, and if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker, arsehole. These conditions aren't fit for cis pigs. You honestly expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I'm a company man and demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give me such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. That's really funny. Okay, have a look at the harassment. Helen, like 15 minutes ago, this crazy guy with no shoes has been throwing shit at my rig. Like, actual shit. Can I open fire? Don't bother, we're on our way. Wow. That's some interesting stuff that's going on. Okay.
Captain,
We can...
I was hoping for a word.
Sure thing, Vicar.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
Oh yeah, you wanted a translator. I forgot that. Okay. You know somebody who can read a book?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
And it also sounds like he probably told you about it so you would get it rather than him needing to. But yeah, it sounds like a good lead. Where do we find him?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both
We've already
arrivals
been in
and
there.
departures.
Let's try this again. Okay, well, how is it that such a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
So you were locked up and then you found religion. You know what? That's all I need. Sounds good.
Thank you, Captain.
Let's try this again. Now, this isn't the security terminal, but... yeah. Don't see anything on that, so... let's get into security area.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
Okay, so as a restricted area, we're going to need to sneak. Come in, Pavati. I need to close this door. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset the shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Don't mind me.
Great work.
May as well get another ID cartridge while we're back here. Okay, let's step out for a second, let the shroud reset. Plasma rifle. Definitely doing that. Almost managed to pick their pocket. Do this quick.
Hey, that's impressive.
Didn't see me. Nothing to see here.
Looking sharp.
You bet I am. Right, how are we gonna get access to the security terminal? Because this one is not accessible. That person can't move. Let's step out of the restricted area just for a second. Let our shroud reset. We don't want to talk to these people.
What's that? Keep your hands to yourself.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, I was just leaving.
Just don't complicate my job, okay?
Oh, yeah, so he heard me. What's this? The hoop? Stody Slims. Right, let's reset the shroud quickly. Maybe we are going to have to talk to them.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Well, I do want to know about the bounties and stuff, so tell me about
Got a hot
those.
one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Oh, we'll definitely collect on that. I can see why he's wanted dead or alive.
Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard for order. It's a real problem in the youth these days.
It really is.
It's true enough that he ain't particularly deadly, but the interest on each fine being compounded as they are means he'll be paying with his life insurance. Only way to cover it.
Wow.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Cool, I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. Or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill.
Okay,
I
so
do
we
hope you're
could
the lucky hunter,
negotiate
though.
with them.
Good luck and skip speed to you.
Okay. I like that the shroud is making us look the part. So, this is the one door that we haven't been to.
Nicely done.
There we go.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
So, eject docking records data cartridge. That's that part. Let's have a look at the confiscated goods. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business, confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, locked container. But before we could get down to it, left things behind. They're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely never. Well, we've got the pistol and stuff, I think. Definitely got the metal hoop. I don't remember seeing the prayer beads. So we'll have a check, see if there's anything we missed. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of the Violent Impals. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lydia her salvage. Brawl at the Last Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne ship impounded by an order of Wood Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. Guy from the back bays roughed up Moon Kid. Raving Mad warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end of times. Just flying high on whatever Red grows down there. And they got a sworn testimony that Red was spotted at the Resting Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Okay, let's get back out, deactivate the shroud. And one final check of the goods over here. There's the prayer beads. I don't think the locked container could have been the one that we grabbed through there. So let's have a check on our inventory. So this modified pistol. Oh, it's got a silencer. That makes it interesting. And the plasma rifle we picked up is a pristine one. So that's nice. So officially sanctioned OSI prayer beads. This might look nice in one of the cruise rooms on the Unreliable. Okay. Maybe give that to the vicar. And then of course we've got the customs data bank. This hoop might look nice in one of the cruise rooms on the Unreliable. And there's our various ID cartridges. Okay, let's have a look down and see if we can find the engineer. I think that's going to be on. Oh, we can go up. Need to see what's on top of the security offices. Could just be a place that someone's been chilling and hanging out, but given this is climbable and this is jumpable? We've got a locked box up here. In addition to another bypass shunt. What the hell? A grenade launcher? I am not going to say no to that. Mag pick. Talk about hiding stuff for people to find. I wonder if we can make that jump. I reckon we could probably make that jump. This might hurt. Woo! Totally made it. I think this might be dangerous going in here, but...
Not a peep from me.
Another grenade launcher. Protective clothing with dialogue skills. So right now we're wearing the the vicar's clothes. I think... I mean, these do have better armor on them. That's the thing. Oh, but this also has tech skills, and it makes our footsteps quieter. So this is like our super sneaky stuff. That's kind of cool. I am happy about that. Can't imagine that opens over there, but we'll hop across and check. No, it doesn't. So, getting down, I think we might just be able to drop off this edge. Careful does it. Didn't kill us. Pavati definitely took that to the ankles. That's in plain sight. Second. That's not stealing. So another Mardet ID cartridge. It looks like there's lots of ID cartridges around. Alright, well, it's we've only made it like 5 meters into this place, and already we are up to no good. Just out of sight. He's just quietly drinking by himself. That's not even stealing. Can we get up on top of all this? Not really. That's barred, so can't go in there. Can't get up on top of that.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lost, savage, and unemployed.
This is definitely PR.
The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Totally stealing from everyone in here.
What do you think you're doing?
We've been spotted. Okay, I was just leaving.
Oh, I guess, never mind then.
I think he must have looked around. So they're not going to like me. But that's fine. At this point, we've kind of committed to being a criminal on Groundbreaker. Don't really need to steal that. Rest and go key card. Yeah, we're hidden enough. Pickpocket this guy. He's got nothing on him anyway. Yeah, he must have stood up to walk around or something. How do we get up to that up in the top? That's what I want to know. Got a little vent maybe coming in from that side, but feels... Ooh, potentially from up above? No. Over here.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon.
And also this potentially gets us in that little bit over there.
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims.
So what?
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. I'm not getting through.
Found an outlaw squad. This is not great. Oh god, this is a bad idea. Right. Let's try and get the squad leader down. Wow. That was unexpected. Like, out of all the places to step into, I was not expecting to run straight into such trouble. We're fine, though. Minor scuffing. And of course we have things to loot. Let's make sure we go. There's the repair hangar key card. Let's open this up. Could sleep. We don't really need to. A prismatic hammer. What? It's a science weapon. So Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the Pulse Hammer, when its rival company Aramid Ballistics stole the plans, rushed its development and beat them to market. All while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive it never entered production. Okay. Josh Weapons R&D Department. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increases as your science skill increases.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
Wow. Okay. So this was one of our side quests that we've accidentally stumbled into. I think we should definitely consider using it. We're not amazing at one-handed melee. How about the Vicar? Well, they don't have specific stats. Does have 37 science skill though. So he would be a reasonable one to give this to. How about if I put it on myself? I mean, it looks like it does less DPS. It's also not moddable. Power attacks with this weapon release a blast of energy hitting targets at a distance. Sweep attacks deal multiple damage types at once. Okay, yeah, this does feel like it would be better. Ah, a large two-handed hammer with an oversized head, able to cycle through damage types depending on the wielder's skill in science.
Archer,
I'm going.
heading back.
Let's do you see all the little capsules on it? Yeah. I assume it's cycling by itself. I need to double check my my keys for power attack. Okay. Ah, just hold it down for power attack. Okay. But we don't have power attack unlocked for two-handed melee, so we should probably put a little bit of skill into that, just so that we get the benefit of this. It's only 4 points to put in. Do we have any armor that gives melee one or two-handed weapons? Probably not. Extra science, though. Okay, well, I think this is a good point to finish off for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. We've clearly got more to explore in this repair bay hangar area, but this is not what I was expecting when we started crawling around up in the vents. As always, thank you very much for coming along. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of The Outer Worlds. See you soon.